Hi class, welcome to week 5. So we're in our final week. All right, you guys are doing a great job. Last week in week 4, we talked about problem solving, critical thinking. We've had some great discussions in the discussion board about how you guys solve problems, what methods you use when you're solving problems, how you think through different problems in your lives. Great discussion. And then you guys had an activity where you helped Aslan solve some problems. I am so impressed with the analysis that you guys have submitted. Great work. You guys gave some great ideas. You've made some great suggestions for Aslan, helping him to think through and do the best from your point of view or your vantage point. So good job in week 4. Now moving into week 5, we're going to talk about having a growth mindset. This is a powerful week because here you're going to discover whether or not you have a growth mindset. And if you don't, how do you get there? You're also going to talk about embracing your challenges, the power of your mistakes, and the power of your yets. Please take your time and go through each of these lessons and the videos in those lessons because they are powerful lessons. And I think that you will glean something from each one of those that will help you through your programs moving forward in Vista College. And then after you do that, you're going to, of course, participate in your discussion board. You're going to reflect on what you've learned in a class, and then you're going to discuss that in the discussion board. Remember, when you are participating in a discussion board, it's just like participating in a conversation. Don't just say, "Oh, I like that idea," or expound on what you're saying, on what the other person is saying. Ask questions from one another, like, well, why do you think that is important that you learned that? How can you apply that in your life? Ask more questions and generate more ideas in the discussion board. You want to do this in your future courses that's coming up as well. You don't want to just do the discussion because, oh, it's just something that I'm going to get 60 points for. You want to learn from each other. It's a tool and it will help. In some places, in some courses, some of you may have to write papers. Well, if you start a conversation about a certain discussion topic, some of that information that you use in there or that you learn from one another, you could probably use in a paper. Or who knows, you might learn something in the discussion board that you can use on your actual job. So don't treat it as just an activity where you can go in and earn 60 points. Treat it as an activity where you can go in and learn from one another. That's the point of discussion boards. And then you'll have 2 assignments this week. One is consider your mindset, and you're going to reflect on that and talk about what your mindset is. And then the second assignment is how yet can transform your mindset. So you're going to talk about having the power of yet and how that will transform the mindset that you have right now, if you need that. Maybe you don't need that, but then you could talk about some other area in your life that you might need a yet. The power of yet, okay? So that is it for the class. Class ends on February. I don't know where that came from. On Friday at 11:59 p.m. Remember, class ends on Friday at 11:59 p.m. So everything that you have missing and your weekly work for week 5 is due by Friday at 11:59 p.m. Okay. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me or text me or shoot me a remind. Okay. For those of you who are missing assignments, it is imperative that you get your work in. Remember, it takes 700 points to pass this class. Go look at your grades and make sure you have 700 points. Because if you don't, you need to go in and book them and get your assignments in. I'm still accepting late assignments. All right? Contact me if you have any questions, and have a great week.